Have you ever stepped into an elevator and felt like someone or something was watching you? That chilling feeling that gnaws at your gut, the one that whispers in your mind, you are not alone. This is exactly what thousands of viewers around the world experienced when the video of Elisa Lam surfaced, but her story would become one of the most bizarre and unsettling unsolved mysteries in modern history. On the night she vanished, something strange happened at the infamous Cecil Hotel, a location already steeped in macabre history and urban legends. Once a hotspot for infamous events and hauntings, the Cecil Hotel had witnessed suicides, murders, and strange disappearances over the decades, earning a reputation as one of Los Angeles' most haunted locations. Yet nothing prepared anyone for the disturbing footage captured by the hotel's security cameras. The video, released later by the police, showed Elisa behaving in a way that would leave anyone questioning reality. She pressed the elevator buttons repeatedly, stepped in and out of the elevator, crouched, gestured with her hands, and appeared to be talking to someone unseen. Elevator cameras, notorious for their eerie, stereo ambience, caught every bizarre moment. Questions immediately flooded the internet. Was she hiding from someone? Was she hallucinating? Or was something else, something unexplainable, at play? What made the footage even more chilling was the absence of any other person in the elevator. The doors opened and closed, and yet no one else was visible. People noticed odd patterns in her movements, the jerky motions, and pauses that seemed unnatural, almost as if she were aware of some invisible presence. Experts, amateur sleuths, and paranormal enthusiasts alike dissected every frame, debating whether it was a mental health episode, a supernatural encounter, or even foul play. Her disappearance from the hotel went unnoticed for several days, raising the stakes and the mystery. Her belongings, backpack, laptop, and personal items were still in the room. She had vanished into thin air, leaving only the haunting elevator footage as a testament to her final known moments. The video's eerie, soundless capture, combined with her strange gestures and expressions, ignited theories ranging from drug-induced psychosis to otherworldly interference. Many questioned, why would a smart, responsible young woman act in such a seemingly erratic manner? And why did the elevator itself seem to almost interact with her, opening and closing on its own? As authorities scrambled to find her, the internet exploded with theories, from conspiracy forums to paranormal YouTube channels. Everyone tried to piece together the puzzle, but the more people analyzed the footage, the deeper the mystery became. Every interpretation seemed to raise more questions than answers. Was the hotel haunted? Had Elisa somehow stumbled into a nightmare that defied explanation? Or was there a darker human element at play that nobody had yet uncovered? One thing was clear. Something extremely unusual had occurred in that elevator that night. Something that would haunt both the public imagination and the grim history of the Cecil Hotel for years to come. When Elisa Lam was officially reported missing, the investigation took a baffling turn that would leave law enforcement scratching their heads. Hotel staff initially noticed irregularities, guests complaining of low water pressure, water tasting strange, and, most alarmingly, the discovery of her body in the rooftop water tank days later. But how did she get there? The rooftop tanks were locked and secured, accessible only through a stairwell and a ladder. There were no signs of forced entry, no fingerprints outside of hers, and no signs of a struggle. Authorities speculated about accidental drowning, yet the circumstances defied conventional reasoning. Security footage, the very video that had gone viral online, seemed to suggest her mental state was impaired, but even experts couldn't fully explain her behavior. Was she hallucinating? Could she have been influenced by someone? The staircase to the roof was heavy, and a single young woman, even without luggage, would likely not be able to access it unnoticed. Yet somehow, she had made her way there. Her death was ultimately ruled accidental by the coroner, attributed to drowning, but the manner remained classified as undetermined due to the peculiar circumstances surrounding it. This explanation satisfied few. Her mental health was questioned. She had been diagnosed with bipolar disorder, and there was speculation she had experienced a psychotic episode, but the evidence remained inconclusive. The absence of signs of physical harm or defensive wounds complicated the narrative, while the unlocked water tank lid suggested an almost surreal scenario. How does one climb into a water tank unnoticed in a heavily monitored hotel? Witnesses reported odd behaviors from the building itself. Some claimed elevators malfunctioned in strange ways. Lights flickered unpredictably, and rooms felt inexplicably cold. The Cecil Hotel, already infamous for hosting serial killers like Richard Ramirez in the 1980s, had an aura of dread surrounding it. The architecture, narrow stairwells, and dark corners gave rise to a sense of unease. Paranormal investigators latched onto this, claiming the building's history and infrastructure contributed to the eerie events. Conspiracy theorists, on the other hand, speculated far darker possibilities. Could a human predator have lured her to the roof? Or did she vanish in some sinister plot never uncovered? Others suggested that the video itself held hidden messages, arguing that subtle gestures and pauses indicated communication with someone unseen. The internet became a hive of speculation. Psychologists analyzed her behavior in detail, noting classic signs of dissociation and panic. But even their conclusions did not settle the matter. Amateur investigators suggested coded signals in her hand movements. Paranormal enthusiasts saw a ghostly presence. Skeptics attributed everything to mental illness. And then there were small, almost insignificant details that further fueled the mystery. Her camera and belongings remained untouched, her hotel room in order, and her wallet intact. No one had entered her room, and yet she was gone. Even the hotel staff who found the water tank open later reported feeling an inexplicable chill, and the smell of chlorine mixed with something foul lingered in the air. Every layer of the investigation added new questions. The human mind searched for rational explanations, but reality refused to offer them easily. The video of Elisa Lam remained the centerpiece, replayed millions of times, each frame scrutinized, each movement questioned. What was she doing in that elevator? Was it a call for help? A desperate attempt to escape something? Or something else entirely? And most importantly, what exactly had happened to her in those final terrifying minutes that no one could explain? As days turned into weeks, the public obsession with Elisa Lam's disappearance grew exponentially. The video, once released, ignited a wildfire of online discussion and speculation. YouTube channels, Reddit threads, and Twitter feeds exploded with theories ranging from the psychological to the paranormal. Some experts claimed she was experiencing a severe manic or psychotic episode due to her bipolar disorder, pointing to her erratic movements, gestures, and pauses in the elevator video. Others, however, noticed details that seemed impossible to explain with mental illness alone. The elevator doors opening and closing, seemingly on their own, her body somehow reaching the rooftop water tank, and the complete absence of any evidence of another person's involvement. Paranormal enthusiasts suggested the Cecil Hotel itself had a malevolent presence. Its infamous history, from suicides to notorious serial killers, painted a portrait of a place steeped in dark energy. Could this energy have influenced her actions, driving her to the roof? Some theorists argued that the building's labyrinthine layout created psychological pressure, intensifying feelings of fear but even the most elaborate supernatural explanation failed to account for the practical logistics. The water tank is tall, slippery, and heavy. Climbing into it is physically challenging. Conspiracy theories took the mystery further. Some believed foul play was involved, citing the hotel's seedy reputation and dark corridors. Could someone have followed her, then staged her death as an accident? Others speculated about a government experiment or other sinister plot, fueled by the eerie and almost theatrical nature of the elevator footage. Fans dissected every movement frame by frame, noting her hands, her crouches, and her expressions. Some interpreted her gestures as silent communication with an unseen entity. Others believed she may have been signaling a hidden danger in the hotel itself, a warning that was never fully understood until it was too late. The public was enthralled not only by the mystery, but by the unsettling accessibility of the evidence. Unlike other unsolved cases shrouded in secrecy, the Elisa Lam story unfolded in real time on the internet, giving viewers the power to analyze, theorize, and share their conclusions. This accessibility fueled a sense of collective paranoia. Millions of people watching the video, attempting to make sense of the incomprehensible. Yet, despite all the analysis, the mystery remained intact. The coroner's report offered no clear resolution. The police provided no satisfying explanation. The elevator video raised more questions than answers. What truly happened that night? Was Elisa Lam simply a victim of circumstance, caught in a tragic accident, amplified by mental health struggles, or had she encountered something, or someone, beyond our understanding? What do you think happened? Let me know your theories in the comments below.